This is 13-year-old Rowan Cates. Rowan enjoys getting Starbucks with friends and solving math problems, but the 8th grader says they don't feel safe outside of Evanston.
It makes me so glad that I was born here and I can feel safe.
Coming out around 2 years ago, Rowan changed their name, cut their hair, and identifies as agender.
Coming out definitely made me feel more like myself.
But they've also realized not everywhere is like home. When visiting North Carolina,
I started noticing how many shops didn't have the all are welcome here little sticker on the front. And I started looking for even rainbow stuff, but there wasn't any.
Rowan may be too young to vote, but understands what's at stake.
It hurt to know that people in power weren't always going to be there for my groups and communities.
In Illinois,
there's not a ballot initiative or item that's related to LGBTQ plus rights.
But Yonka says who is on the ballots matters. Some Republican candidates, including Governor hopeful Darren Bailey and Attorney General candidate Tom DeVore, are suggesting they may cut back on issues critical to the LGBTQ plus community.
The idea of someone running for governor with those policies does not surprise or worry me. It's the idea of someone being in power with those policies.
Both Bailey and DeVore advocate for parents' rights, meaning they could help parents opt out of or push against Illinois' K-12 sex education law, in which students learn about consent, sexual orientation, gender identity, and more. Under current state law, parents can opt out of it. But for Noelle Palmer, who began her transition in March 2020,
and the idea of that getting taken away from them is definitely terrifying.
The Human Rights Campaign lists that Illinois has more pro than anti-equality laws. Democratic incumbent Governor J.B. Pritzker has also passed several pro-equality laws.
This is not like a specific, this law makes me feel safe thing, but Illinois is one of the few states that has solid protections in place for LGBTQ and especially transgender people.
But on a national level, the conversations on the LGBTQ plus community are less positive. According to the Washington Post, more anti-transgender legislation has been filed in 2022 than ever in the U.S. From restricting gender-affirming healthcare to banning trans athletes in school sports, many states, including our neighbors Wisconsin and Indiana, have introduced or passed such legal actions.
Every time we put those protections in place in Illinois, we provide inspiration to other states, and we provide an opportunity for young people who are part of the LGBTQ plus community who need a safe haven to go to, that such a place exists.
These concerns translating to the polls for young voters.
This is the thing I need to do, and it's something that feels important, but it doesn't always feel like it's going to have an effect.
As advocates say, having the right elected officials can lead to the right policies.
It's all about turnout. It's the only issue. Who's going to show up to vote? So people who care about this issue better turn out to vote.
Jenny Huh, Northwestern News Network.